distributed amplifiers, we consider ourselves a market leader there in high performance distributed amplifiers. You know, LNAs and distributed amps, I would say I can reasonably say we're market leaders there in terms of performance. We may not have as broad a portfolio as some of our competitors, but we would say for where we are, we've got the highest performance parts.
But you still have a lot of distributed amplifiers. How many?
We have about 8 released, and we're releasing about another 6 or so over the next 3 to 5 months.
Okay.
And you know, we pride ourselves on our distributed amplifiers having a broad range, both a broad frequency range and a broad dynamic range, and
okay.
Lots of VW needs there in terms of needing both of those. They need to send very small signals over a wide and up to very high amplitude,
right.
And then also very wide bands width they're trying to look at. So distributed amplifiers are the solution there, but there's also other applications for distributed amplifiers, and one of the features of our distributed amplifier portfolio is they have some of the parts, not all of them, have a positive gain slope.
Oh, okay.
So instead of decreasing over frequency, the gain actually increases over frequency. And designers are constantly challenged with things rolling off over frequency.
Right.
Most of the functions you deal with are doing that to you. We have distributed amplifiers that actually increase, and that's a feature that we feel adds value, because in some cases you can not have to have an amplification stage to adapt to the fact that you've lost gain at the higher frequency, so it can save size, time, and money in terms of the design for the customer.
So what is today the highest power output you can get from one of your distributed amplifiers?
We're about the P1dB of about 30 dBm.
30, so up to 1 watt.
Up to 1 watt, and IP3 is up into the upper 30s, 38 dBm or so. So very good dynamic range, and we also have customers who use our distributed amplifiers as LNAs. Because again, you've got a broadband signal you're trying to detect. Our distributed amps have a low enough noise figure that you can consider using it as the LNA for this broadband solution.
What kind of typical noise figure would that be?
We have, again, it's center of the band, we're down below 2 dB.
Okay.
And then quite a number of the parts hold under 3 for a fair bit of the range.
And is the application, because the bandwidth is so broad, largely electronic warfare, where you're talking broadband systems?
That's a fair bit of it, but you know, an instrumentation application also needs very broadband performance.
So instrumentation, EW.
Yeah.
And the highest frequency today, you said, is up to, you've got one coming out at 40.
We already have one released at 50, distributed amp
okay.
to 50, that goes to 50, the CMD 206. The new family is going to be getting us out to 50 also with the new family we're introducing. What we're trying to do is meet the range of some customers saying, I would like 15 dB gain, I would like 9 dB gain, surrounding the portfolio in terms of the performance parameters, different choices, but also we try to make use of the best processes we can find to keep improving performance. And what you'll see out of the new family is somewhat higher P1dB than we've gotten from the prior family, and somewhat wider dynamic range. So keep pushing that broad range in 2 dimensions, wide and deep.
Yeah, so thank you for
your
time.
Thank you.